Alrighty, yo, what is going on, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. DDG94 here, back with another reaction video. And today,
bag up, Terry. Put it in reverse, Terry. Put it in reverse. Oh, Lord, Jesus. Oh, Lord. Oh, Jesus.
Whose man is this? That's your man?
we're here to do the Royal Rumble. The Royal Rumble has happened. I got to watch it after it happened. So I didn't have to sit through all the bullshit like y'all did. I just got straight into the matches. Just went straight into the matches. Shout out to those illegal WWE streaming sites. Shout out to y'all. The wrestling sites that be streaming illegally. Shout out to y'all. I'll come through. I got hey man, I got websites. I'm just gatekeeping. That's it. Y'all gotta find your own. No, brother, you got to get your own.
Move this man.
Oh, 911. No, I ain't calling a snitch. I got a real emergency.
All right. Well, I'm not gonna lie though, this Royal Rumble, not gonna lie, kind of uneventful. Outside of the AJ Styles and Gunther match, very uneventful. I was expecting a lot more. I ain't gonna lie, the women's Royal Rumble, that was I ain't gonna lie to you, but that was it was kind of good. It was kind of they did some things good, they did some things bad. The men's Royal Rumble started off great, ended terribly. Ended terribly. Didn't live up to expectations at all. The ending, I should say, the ending just took me out. It's like, oh, this is what we doing? Oh. But yeah, man, without further ado, man, let's get right into it with Wrestling Premiere. Let's get it. Cuh. Ooh. I got everything right. Yep, everything right. Everything right, cuh. Keep right into, cuh.
It is that time for the Royal Rumble. And to be honest with you guys, and not to be like negative for the sake of it, I didn't have a lot of hopes for this event because it just wasn't hyped up well. There wasn't that excitement where it's like WrestleMania's upon us. No matter what, when it comes down to
that was really the problem right there. It wasn't hyped up the right way. They didn't hype it up the right way. It's in Saudi Arabia. No, it's in Saudi Arabia. Ain't nobody. No offense, but we not trying to watch the Royal Rumble where the oil money at. We're not trying to watch this. If anything, you could have did it in somewhere where the fans go crazy. We could have did it in Paris. Paris go crazy. Puerto Rico go super fucking crazy. You know what I'm saying? If we was gonna do it, so let's do it there. Let's not do it in a place where they get like 2 shows a year. So it's like, what the fuck? They already got their 2 shows a year. Now we giving them a 3rd one. Like, don't get it twisted. They was into it for sure. They was definitely into it for sure. But I would prefer the American crowd over the international crowds, because had we had done this somewhere like, I want to say New York probably would have went crazy. You know what I'm saying? New York would have went crazy. Philly would have went crazy. You know, if we had did the Royal Rumble there, it would have been a lot better. But I digress. It is 1 o'clock in the morning. But anyway, so without further ado, let's get right back into this though. This had its moments, but it is
WrestleMania will always be exciting. There's always something to look forward to. And I do hope they knock it out of the park. You know, I'm not hating for the sake of hating, but it didn't really look like a very optimistic event. But enough yapping, let's get into it. Okay. The first match of the show is the Women's Royal Rumble match. Now, I haven't heard much talk regarding this Rumble, especially the women's one. There wasn't much discussion of it. Charlotte and Alexa Bliss started things off. They played a game of trust before coexisting. If you're watching this on mute, you'd think Cody Rhodes came out, but he was Ivy Niles. Jordynne Grace was a bit of a threat here, but it did feel weird to see her thrown out.
They wasted Jordynne Grace. They definitely wasted Jordynne Grace. I was expecting Jordynne Grace to at least, if it's one thing that they do on the women's side, they always let the up and comers. They always let the up and comers on the women's side always be like in the final four or the final five. Jordynne Grace, I feel like they wasted a spot for her. I feel like she should have at least been like the final three for sure.
Before the later parts of the match. And that's not me saying, well, this person early, but it's noticeable here. It's a noticeable issue with this match. A lot of the top talent or notable talent get thrown out without any sort of hype. It just comes from out of nowhere. Charlotte accidentally got her partner Alexa Bliss eliminated. And it always comes down to these two, Becky Lynch and Charlotte. Natty's more serious, and all of a sudden, I'm supposed to take her as a real threat?
No.
Yeah, okay.
No.
And her, of all people, eliminated Becky Lynch. This is the equivalent of The Miz in 2026 eliminating Seth Rollins. The music here was just flat out forgettable. Many parts of the match just felt like it was to waste time. A lot of it was a bit messy, awkward. You kind of question.
But I will say this, though. I was proud. I was proud of my black queens, though. I was proud of my black queen, Last Legend. We didn't, sadly, Bianca was not in the Royal Rumble. She did not return, which means her finger probably still fucked up, or they saving her for the Elimination Chamber. She might come back around the Elimination Chamber, but as of right now, our black queen, Last Legend, most definitely. It's Black History Month, y'all. Black excellence over here. You know what I'm saying? I was happy that they let her go crazy before Rhea Ripley packed her up. The crowd wasn't really feeling her. I don't care. She was doing what she was supposed to do. And that's tear shit up. That's the fuck shit up. And I was happy. I was happy that my black queen was out here doing black things. My black queen was out here doing great things. You feel me? But you know, they wasn't really messing with her. They had their mommy live Tiffy time. Oh.
They put on your sandwich too much goddamn mayonnaise.
Wink, wink. They cool and all that, but Lash Legend was definitely the MVP of this match until Rhea eliminated her. When Rhea eliminated her, I just went, oh, of course, the cash cow got to eliminate her instead of it being the other way around. I was surprised they let her eliminate Io though. I was definitely shocked by that. But of course, we had to get Rhea to get her up out of here. And then I think the final three was Liv, Soruka, Tiffany. That was the last three. Yeah, I was. It was obvious that it was going to either be Liv or Tiffany Stratton, and they went with Liv, which was the obvious pick because I mean she's come back, and ever since she's come back, they've been trying to strap the rocket to her, and I think this is them strapping the rocket to her, which leads me to believe that I think whatever is left of the feud between Stephanie Valkyrie and Raquel Rodriguez, I'm pretty sure that's about to come to an end. Unless they about to pull a swerve and get Raquel Rodriguez out the Judgment Day. It depends. It depends though. We'll have to see.
In the whole thing altogether, it's like they did this in Saudi Arabia. The crowd isn't that exciting, and it feels like the magic of the Royal Rumble wasn't around here. Initially, obviously. I know the Rumble has all that time, but I didn't feel this with the women's match last year. Like, I didn't feel it was that much of an issue. That said, ironically, while I didn't like this match as much as last year's, that would change completely by the end. The crowd was chanting, "Thank you, Cena." We can't see him, and that's not some joke to make. There's some spots in here, such as Chelsea Green managing to stay in.
Chelsea Green was definitely doing her thing, but she kept getting beat up.
When they see Io Sky, Rhea Ripley, especially Rhea Ripley, they're jumping up and down. The best spot up to this point was the Razor's Edge elimination. Wonderful. Nikki Bella had a great reception, one of the best from the whole match, but this didn't have much pizzazz to it. It's a normal Rumble, simple watch, but one thing to note is that it didn't have any of that flashiness or excitement that the Rumble brings until the end, obviously. Maybe it's the music, maybe it's the crowd, maybe it's how insignificant everything felt.
It was the crowd for sure.
Or it was all of that combined. I don't know. The most significant thing was probably Kairi Sane accidentally eliminating her partner Asuka. There was finally a surprise entrant at 29 with Brie Bella returning, and this was the loudest the crowd was. I thought 2005 Batista came out or something.
Exactly.
And I know a lot of people like the Rumble surprises.
I'm like, bruh, it's Brie Bella, bruh, in 2026, bruh. In 2026, bruh. These niggas was chatting, these niggas was jumping up and down for Brie Bella, bruh. Come on, bruh.
Somebody told a lie one day.
I'm like, ain't no way y'all jumping up and down for Brie Bella, bro. Come on, bro. Brie Bella, bro. We ain't. Come on, dog.
Just put the fries in the bag, bro. You washed.
Bag up, Terry. Put it in reverse, Terry. Put it in reverse. Oh, Lord, Jesus. Oh, Jesus.
Hear me good, nigga. I'm here to double down. That shit is a 2-pack of ass. The fuck are you talking about? That shit stinks.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Whose man is this? Hey, boy, ain't no fucking way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy.
Who's this man?
Brie Bella, bro. Fuck. Hey, that shit just as funny as Nikki Bella taking Nikki Bella seriously in 2025, bro. Brie Bella comes, the Bella twins are back in the ring. Oh boy, who the fuck cares about the Bella twins? They old and past their prime. Ain't nobody looking at them like that no more, man. Fuck out of here.
I do as well, but I do think it's a good thing that they stopped relying on Trish Stratus, Lita, the same names to come out for the Royal Rumble.
I was expecting somebody from TNA to come through. I was expecting some TNA people to come through, but no.
Constantly. Like, I know a lot of these people aren't recognizable to the regular viewer, but still, I'd rather that than constant returns for the sake of it. You know, they could do few and far in between, but it doesn't have to be the same legends of the past. Tiffany Stratton returned at number 30, and that does make me question Bianca Belair's injury. Maybe it's worse than imagined, because I had her winning the Rumble.
Yeah.
The match is finally awake now that the 30th entrant was here.
Yeah, either her injury is worse than expected, or they might be saving her for the Elimination Chamber. We'll keep our fingers crossed for the Elimination Chamber, but hopefully everything goes smooth for Bianca.
They're going all out and doing the important stuff here. The Bellas were turning up like it was 2015, and while the ring did look like a social gathering so late in the match, which I questioned, I'm like, why the hell is the ring so full when number 30 entered? It does show the abundance of talent that the WWE has in the women's division. The crowd was pissed that the Bellas were thrown out, which is funny, and these guys wanted us to see Lash Legend is so important that she eliminated Charlotte Flair. She racked up a bunch of eliminations here, and the way she eliminated Io looked devastating. It was scary. Rhea Ripley was the one who benefited from this, only to get slammed onto the apron and out.
Yeah, I was like, shout out to my Latinos, shout out to my Mexicanos, shout out to my Hispanics, shout out to my Dominicans, my Puerto Ricans, my Dominicans, my Cubans. Shout out to y'all. Y'all came through. They eliminated our black queen, so we had to, so the Latino community said we gonna get Rhea Ripley the fuck up out of here.
Se menea la cadera, la cadera, 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 se menea la cadera. ¡Hey! Y échale esa cabui. Y dice, ¡ja! menea, se 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 menea, la cadera, se menea, se menea, la cadera, se menea, se menea, la cadera, se menea, se menea, la cadera.
You's a freaky ass nigga.
Because I figured that maybe she'd last just a little more. At some points, I actually felt like, oh, they probably botched. Raquel's doing this. She's all excited, only for Raquel to get thrown out herself by her own partner, Liv Morgan. Sol Ruca, despite being NXT, was presented as a major star, having lasted all this time. It reminds me of Roxanne last year. And the final sequence was incredible. One of the very best finishes to a women's Royal Rumble. You had Sol Ruca dazzling the crowd but lacking that experience, and Liv Morgan finally capitalizing at the right time to win the women's Royal Rumble. One thing that I did like about this Rumble is that WWE showed that they have a lot of women's talent.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of those women near the end could have won this.
I do like the depth of the women's division. I like the depth of the women's division. It just sucks that they put the top talent in the tag team division, bruh. Get the top talent out the tag team division, bruh. The tag team division, it should be for the NXT call-ups that you're not going to do anything with at the moment. That's what the tag team division should be for. If you bring like somebody like, let's say you bring somebody like Sol Ruca up, right? If you're going to bring somebody like Sol Ruca up, but you don't have anything for her, throw her in a tag team. It's that fucking simple. Why do we have the top talent, all the top talent? Charlotte, Alexa, Io, Rhea, Nia. Why fucking Liv, bruh? Why do we have the top talent that should be in the main event scene in the tag team division? Why? Let's put the top people at the top and let's build up the bottom, bruh. I understand they trying to put prestige and shit on the titles, but
If we go to prison for the rest of our life, whoop they do.
we don't care about them tag team titles, bruh. Nobody asked for the women's tag team titles in the first place. We didn't even ask for the Intercontinental or US title. We didn't ask for that shit. No, we did ask for a mid-card title, but we wasn't. But shit, if this is what y'all was gonna give them, shit, fuck. What the fuck is the mid-card title for then? Come on, bruh. You got Becky in the Intercontinental scene. I was also shocked that AJ Lee didn't make an appearance either. I thought AJ Lee was gonna make an appearance. Everybody was hyping her up. Apparently, she's not making an appearance. Sadly, I was hoping for AJ Lee to be up in here as well. I'm pretty sure she would have got a big pop, but hey, it is what it is.
Match. And yeah, some of them are inexperienced and they're going to grow obviously in the future, but it does pose a good sign for the future that the WWE has all of this talent. Only time will tell if they'll fulfill the potential of many of them. That said, Liv Morgan is the right decision here. She's been one of the more notable wrestlers since her return in November. I've heard a lot from her. I've seen a lot from her.
Yeah.
It makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
AJ Styles faces Gunther. If he loses, he retires. We don't need to do this, but it's gonna happen. Another match here was exciting and had that crowd really
Yeah, it was a good
engaged
match.
in
Very
the
good
action.
match.
It's always a great thing to see, and the crowd really
Such a good match that I'm so pissed off. It made me even more mad because why didn't they do this with John Cena? Why did they make John Cena tap out, bro? Come on, bro. Fuck Triple H, bro. Fuck Triple H. fuck Triple H, bro. That was not the right way to send Cena out on his last match, bro. I'm just saying, bro. That was the terrible decision on Triple H's part. As a matter of fact, just for that.
You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy.
You're done. You're washed. It's over. What the fuck was that? What more do you want from me? Try. I can explain.
I was so pissed off, bro, because how AJ Styles went out is how Cena should have went out, bro. You can send the guy that's retiring off in a great way, saying he didn't go out. He went out swinging. Because AJ Styles put up probably a better fight. He put up a better fight than John Cena, most definitely, but he should have definitely went out the same way AJ Styles went out. Just go out fighting, bro. Don't give up. Don't tap. If you pass out, you pass out. That's fine. The fact that they did that ending with this in this match and they didn't do it in the Cena match, yeah, Triple H got an agenda, bro.
Loves AJ Styles. They love them here. Whereas Gunther had the opposite reaction, which is logical seeing as he retired John Cena. Styles was the one who was more aggressive here. He was way more urgent than usual and had Gunther on the ropes on multiple occasions. The crowd was really into this battle and passionate. The match was great. It offered a lot of the same stuff they did in Dusseldorf, but on a higher level. AJ was wrestling great here and showed that he still had something in the tank, and it was one of his best performances in the last couple of years. Gunther was still trying to cheat when he had no reason to. It's not necessary. AJ was getting the life beat out of him while Gunther was relishing this moment. He beat him repeatedly and killed any potential comeback for the phenomenal one. It was starting to set in that this might be the end, and while I enjoyed this match, it was kind of dark. It was a great match, but Gunther got into that zone. He locked in the sleeper and was constantly beating the hope out of AJ Styles. He was fading. The referee was basically his favorite supporter. He was like, AJ, come on. He wants him to stay in the match, but he's got to do his job. Now, initially, I was almost of the belief that Styles would win, but they slapped me in the face with this sequence because he didn't, and it felt the dark conclusion of John Cena's career. I haven't watched that moment since I saw it live. With this one, it felt darker because Cena was retiring anyways. Gunther wins, kills the crowd again, and everyone was stunned. It's a sad realization that it's come to an end. For AJ Styles, he left on his own accord, and you can't take that away from him. It's insane though just how much he achieved in the WWE. This guy was on the cover alone. Nobody next to him, no Triple H, no Stone Cold, alone for a WWE game, and a game that many consider the best wrestling game of the last 10 years. It's unfortunate, but he did it on his own terms. I thought the match was great in what it was trying to do. It reminds you of the special qualities that AJ Styles possessed throughout his career, while also reminding us of the brutality that Gunther is capable of in recent times. If Gunther did lose, I would have laughed at Triple H botching his mega push, while also being happy that AJ stayed around. But it is what it is. If it is truly the end, well, AJ Styles had one of the best careers in wrestling history.
Yep.
He's one of the most influential names in wrestling history,
Yep.
especially in the modern
Most
era.
definitely.
This guy's inspired
My
plenty of
TNA
wrestlers
goat.
in the industry altogether. Half of 8.
This right here, this my TNA GOAT, man. Like, I got my WWE GOAT and John Cena, but this AJ will always be my TNA GOAT. I have my WWE GOAT and my TNA GOAT. Both of them retired months apart from each other.
That's what I'm talking about! That's why he's MVP! That's why he's the GOAT! The GOAT!
But yeah, man. Hey, all the best wishes, man. I mean, AJ was holding down the fort at TNA for a very long time, bro. This is my TNA GOAT right here, man. So it sucks that he had to go out this way, but hey, it is what it is. It is what it is.
EW was inspired by him. Yes, I would have hoped he stayed around until the very end of this year. I think he would have deserved it. Hell, if we got to see a title reign out of him, I thought it would have been wonderful, but such is life. AJ Styles is definitely going to enjoy his time away from the squared circle, and who knows if we'll see him in the near future. The next match is for the undisputed WWE Championship. Drew McIntyre defends the title against Sami Zayn. Drew's title reign is a very weird one to me. I feel like he deserved to win it months ago, but I also watched this match and thought it was a step in the right direction to make him a stone cold killer.
I wish they would let him just focus on being a champ, bro. Why are they still having him feud with Cody, bro? It feel like they finna run it back at WrestleMania, bro, and I don't like that, bro. So that pretty much means that we probably gonna get Roman versus CM Punk. We gonna get Roman versus CM Punk, and Cody is going to probably win the Elimination Chamber and get his title back at WrestleMania, which I don't like at all. I would prefer they keep it on Drew and let him hold it at least until SummerSlam. Let him build up his heel. Let Drew build up his heelish ways. Let him build some cachet with his heel run, bruh. Because with the championship, he can become more devastating and more deadly, bruh. I just don't like the fact that he's still targeting Cody even after beating him for the belt.
is very much needed. The main topic of this match is that Sami Zayn has never won the World Championship. That's the story they were telling here, and it showed in the matchup. Drew targeted the back. You kind of started to notice that this is the Drew McIntyre we've wanted for a while now. This Stone Cold Killer who has no remorse, who actually wins matches and actually overcomes what's in front of him. I didn't think for a single moment that Sami Zayn would win here. I didn't have much faith in it.
Not at all.
Much of a belief in it because it's just not destined to happen here. They had a good matchup here. This is good. It's nothing special, and I didn't really believe much, even though Michael Cole's trying his best. But my favorite part of this match was definitely when Drew McIntyre obliterated Zayn with the Claymore and figured that he wasn't going to lose in that moment. So he does win again, and you can see the look in his eyes. He's like, I'm not playing. I want to keep this title at any and all costs, and I got to make sure I got to do this. I love that. Personally speaking, I don't want to see him and Cody. That's been overdone. But if he's getting into that match, surely he's got to have this kind of venom and anger in him, right? And the main event, the 30-man Royal Rumble, the winner goes on to WrestleMania. Now, we don't need to explain this one. However, just like I said earlier on, there wasn't a lot of hype for the Royal Rumble itself, which is funny because this is the start of the road to WrestleMania. You know, it should be the most interesting time of the year. I don't think they put in a lot of effort to build this Rumble as much as they did last year and the year before. You know, they had Cody Rhodes and CM Punk going in and promos. With this one, though, it wasn't the same. Well, let's talk about it. Okay, Obafemi started off at number 1. Braun Breaker.
They did such a good job with Obafemi. And then they did this bullshit right here with Braun Breaker. So I'm like, okay, so once again, instead of letting Braun Breaker just go out there and tear the shit up, we're manufacturing his push.
Was second, but they didn't bother to see the sign of the future because they had a masked man.
This is what I mean by manufacturing, bro. You're taking away the legitimacy of Braun Breaker. Don't need much to him, bro. All he need to do is go in there, kick ass, take names, and keep it pushing. That's it. Braun Breaker don't need that much to him. But no, we have to manufacture him into a superstar. We got to give him a story. We got to set up him and Seth Rollins. Man, fuck out of here, bro. Let him go into the Royal Rumble. Let him go crazy. Him versus Obafemi should have been a great way to start off this fucking Royal Rumble.
Obvious who it was. The Masked Man attacked him and it cost him the Royal Rumble. Heading into this, Braun Breaker was a massive favorite for this Royal Rumble, so of course it was a bit shocking to see him get eliminated first. The first part of the match was about presenting the new stars to the WWE. Except Braun Breaker, you know, he had to get beat up by some masked men. Obafemi was super dominant here, and WWE made sure to let you know that this man will be a strong fixture of the show.
Yeah, I love what they did with Obafemi.
Javon Evans, Trick Williams showed up, and the crowd actually cared about
I hated the fact that they eliminated Trick Williams so fucking early, bro. And then on top of that, Cody was the one to do it, bro. Man, get the fuck out of here, bro. This is what I mean, bro. We could have easily had some young upstart upset Cody, bro. It should have been a young upstart. It should have been Javon. It should have been Trick. It should have been Obi. It should have, well, Obi wouldn't have been an upset, but y'all know what I mean. It should have been a young upstart that took out Cody. Because Cody's trying to get back to the championship. Why not let a young upstart take him out the Rumble so that way they can feud with each other? I know he still got to deal with the Jacob Fatu shit, but I would love to see one of the younger guys take on Cody instead. I don't want to see Cody in a title picture. It's been done. It's been overdone, bro. He's been the champion. He ain't moving. He ain't moving like he was in 2023, 2024. He not moving units like that, bro. We good on Cody. Okay? We good on Cody. Take him out the title scene. Let him go in here with the Young Bucks so they can get their name up. You know what I'm saying? Let them get their name up. Let Trick Williams get his name up. Let Obafemi get his name up, bro. We don't need Cody in the title picture all the fucking time. I know you need top guys, but bro, let's build up some of these younger guys so they can be in the title picture as well. So that way you have more options. But as always, Triple H don't know how to build superstars. He only knows how to manufacture them.
These newcomers. Some AAA influence here with Mr. Iguana and La Parca. Cody came out number 12. El Grande Americano lore was here, and man, the original one looks massive, shredded to their core. They were in the gym.
I was expecting Chad Gable to come out as himself after the El Grande Americano. I was expecting him to come out as his regular self in the next, somewhere down the line.
gym all that time recently. Powerhouse Hobbs made his WWE debut, and I would have.
They did nothing with this man. This man did nothing in the ring. Y'all was overhyping this man. They talk about, oh, he coming to WWE. He was cold in AEW. This nigga ain't do shit. This nigga did a couple of power bombs. I think he eliminated one person. That was it, bro. I was like, that's it? This who y'all hyped up? Okay.
Hope to see this in the US because they'll actually know, but they did try to make him known to the audience, but they're like, bro, I don't care about this guy. Well, they're like, Cody Rhodes and Royce Keys had a great relationship in the past or something. The Vision were clowns here. The whole Raw Rumble, they were a joke to the.
Yeah. Then Brock Lesnar came in and started fucking shit up. I wanted Brock Lesnar and Obafemi to just go at it for a couple of minutes, bro. They deserved it, bro. They should have cleared the ring for them.
Poor Paul Heyman returned with Brock Lesnar. Oh, and I forgot to mention, LA Knight returned. He was taken out a month ago, and he's the entire reason why.
LA Knight should have been the final three. LA Knight should have been in the final three. I don't care what anybody says. LA Knight should have been in the final three.
The Vision looked like clowns. Brock finally had that battle with Obafemi, and there's plenty of lower card guys who tried interrupting and paid the price. I thought Oba was going further, but Brock dispatched of him before being thrown out by LA Knight and Cody Rhodes during an entrance. I believe it was Jey Uso's entrance. When I saw him do this, I thought, why not throw him out in that moment? Your dad had a way better entrance at the Royal Rumble. Roman Reigns finally entered at number 26, and at this point, I just believed he would win it. The match lost that magic ahead early on, and it became more of a basic Rumble match.
Yeah.
The same people interacting, and I would have hoped Roman interacted more with Javon or Oba, but it wasn't to be. Fatu, Penta, Randy Orton, and Gunther were the last entrance. When Gunther showed up, at least to my ears, it looked like I showed up in number 30. He's limping and kicking ass, and the match here didn't feel that dramatic until the final two. And that's a bit of an issue because the Rumble should offer a lot of thrills. It was the opposite for the women's match. It started off dry and by the end was heated.
Yeah.
Cody was eliminated by Drew, who had it out for him, which inadvertently led to Jacob Fatu's elimination from Roman Reigns. Jay thought he had the 2025 luck here, and it was down to 4. We all knew it would come down to Roman and Gunther. This was a bit of a quick battle, more of a preview of a future battle between them, although with the way Roman operates, I wouldn't be shocked if this is their first and only battle. But I just dislike how everything wasn't thrilling. I feel like the Rumble should have been explosive near the end, like Obafemi causing destruction, Brock and Roman, and all these guys trying to figure out how to stop him. And he would go out, obviously, but the way they promoted him beforehand, I thought his performance would be one.
Yeah, they should have really let him go crazy in it. It's the Royal Rumble. This is his main roster debut in the Royal Rumble. You just did a fantastic job with Lash Legend. It writes itself. The man literally writes the story himself. You don't have to do that much. But once again, Triple H, I have to manufacture it. I can't let it be organic. Because I don't know how to be original.
To remember for years, to the point where he'd last in the final 4. But WWE presented the young guys well in the first half. I don't expect any of them to win, but I wish they were seen more as threats by the core of Reigns, Orton, and Brock. Just to add to this, Javon Evans did look pretty good in the later parts of the match, but I don't know, I feel like WWE could have put one of those guys in the final 4, just to be like, this is a rising star of the future, and he's here with these top guys. Triple H's Royal Rumbles just don't hit for the most part.
They don't.
Last year, he botched what was an amazing Rumble. The years before were dull and not layered well, but yeah, it came down to Roman Reigns and Gunther. Gunther was a bit beaten by Styles, but it gave off a big dog vibe here, you know. It's like Roman Reigns got to fight for his life. Off Roman threw him for our hero John Cena to win the Rumble after making a comeback. It's not as bad as 2015, don't worry. When it comes down to it, at the business end of the WWE, it starts and ends with Roman Reigns. The new star stuff is a huge anomaly. When WWE booked Brock to win everything back in 2002, they did it out of desperation because Austin and Rock left. Now, I'm not gonna glaze and say what equals money is good, but personally, and I'm speaking about myself, I'm not speaking for you guys, myself, I don't really mind the result, because when it comes down to it, Roman Reigns brings a very big match feeling to his WrestleMania matches and his stories.
And he
his
needed
music
it.
plays, they automatically give a damn about him. What we do hope is that he turns up and brings more effort into his matches, because
he needed this. He definitely needed this. Roman Reigns needed this, bro. You don't have this man go on the 4-year run that he went on, that 4-year generational run that he went on. Just 2 years later for him to become super fucking irrelevant. You don't do that. You don't build this man up to make him irrelevant 2 years later. Not the run that he had. You have to keep him in the scene. You have to keep him in the scene. You have to keep him in the title picture. You can't have him out here losing to Brunson Reed. It's not supposed to happen that way. But I digress. Unless you're trying to tell a story. And maybe the story could have been after WrestleMania. He's lost the bloodline. He's lost everything. He's literally on his own. So now everybody's teaming up and taking advantage of him and getting a get back against him. That could have been a great way to start off. That could have been a great way to go from 2024 to 2025. And then like I want to say, once we get to like SummerSlam part of like 2025, he start turning up. He start going crazy. He not losing no more. He not taking no more L's. He done turned up. He done found himself again. And he like, nah, fuck that. I'm Roman Reigns. I'm the tribal chief. Fuck all that shit. I'm still the big dog around these parts. Even though I know he don't claim that gimmick no more, but still, you know what I mean. But if that could have been a story you could have told if you was gonna try to write him off for about 2 years and then have him come back now. But like now you just have to do it to preserve his character, bro. Because he ain't been in the fucking title scene since WrestleMania 40. So shit, get him back in there.
He's capable. And judging by the way things are, I don't think this era of his is lasting much longer. Maybe it's me being delusional, that 2015 LeBron tweet, this can't keep going. On the other side, one can hope that WWE develops the stars properly, but there will be a huge disadvantage because Reigns is an easy choice for them. And his promo yesterday about the company not building stars is all about presenting himself as the answer once again for WWE. No one could do my job. No one could replace me. I guess I'm back. Now, as it relates to his choice for WrestleMania, it has to be CM Punk. Punk, while he did face Roman last year, that build was hindered with the involvement of Seth Rollins. It should have been a singles match without one of the Shield guys. You know, if it's either Reigns or Seth. We don't need both of them. It was a good match though. I do look forward to that because their promos last year didn't fully hit the mark with regards to Punk and Roman's relationship. And I just can't see WWE even considering Oba Femi, Gunther, or one of the other guys to the main event. It would be a bit odd to most of the fan base. But this does open up WrestleMania a bit for us. Only time will tell what actually goes down. So that's the Royal Rumble. Last year had a lot of booking malpractices. This one, it does have a bit of that, but not as much. With the women's match, it wasn't as catastrophic as last year. The reaction for Charlotte winning, the Nia Jax elimination, all that stuff, there wasn't any of that here. AJ Styles and Gunther was a great matchup. Drew and Sammy was solid, I'd say, but I just didn't believe for a second he would win. And the Royal Rumble match had a good first half, but the second was unfulfilled. Yeah. I feel like it could have been much more than it was. I'm gonna just explain it simply to you guys. Watching that Royal Rumble, it did not feel like these guys were fighting for a spot in the main event of WrestleMania for the most part. And that's what I despised about it. The first half is good, but the second half, where things are supposed to be super serious and competitive, did not feel like that. That's my issue with it. But yeah, I thought this Rumble was better than last year's. The event as a whole and the matches themselves. Liv Morgan just might choose Stephanie Vaquer, although you never know with the WWE. And Roman, I'm guessing goes after Punk. But yes, this is not an amazing show. Very unfortunate to see AJ Styles possibly retire. I don't know if he is or not. I didn't hate it. It's just WWE could do much better than they're doing. It's not a matter of, oh, we did everything here and this and it's still not enough for you guys. I just feel like they could have done more to make this Royal Rumble feel special. Yeah. I'm talking about the matches. Decent with a lot of dumb decisions. So yeah. All right, what you guys think of the Royal Rumble? Please comment down below. That's it for this video. Make sure you hit the RKO on the like button, perhaps the spear on the subscribe button.
All right, man. That's just gonna about do it for this one, man. The Royal Rumble. The Royal Rumble. If I had to rate this, I'd probably give it a I give it a C plus. C plus. That's fair. C plus. A C plus. This wasn't like I said, the beginning of that women's match, it didn't go crazy until the end. Sammy versus Drew. Come on, bruh. Once they did him landing awkwardly and his back started hurting shenanigans, I was like, okay, we know what's going on here. Next. Then the Gunther and AJ Styles match, that was good. That was a good match. Good match. That's how you're supposed to send them out. Triple H. Like I said, Triple H got an agenda, bruh. John Cena should have went out 10 times better than that. We still on your ass for that.
What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that?
We still on Triple H ass for that. Nah, we ain't letting that slide, bro. That's the GOAT right there. You disrespect him because he was the golden boy, and you had to be the and you had to tap out at WrestleMania. So that was your get back because he made you tap out at WrestleMania. That's why you made him tap out to end his career. I know. That's okay, Triple H. That's okay, Triple H.
You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy.
Never was.
You're done. You're washed. It's over.
You never was that guy, Triple H. You never was that guy. You know? How dare you? How dare you disrespect the GOAT, John Cena, like that? That was totally out of pocket. But anyway, so that's just gonna about do it for this one, man. Yeah. Questionable booking decisions, but the right people won the Royal Rumble. I will say that. Liv was the right person to win the Royal Rumble. Roman was the right person to win the Royal Rumble. I just wish that they would have executed the Royal Rumble a little bit better. Started off really good. Then once all the big time guys started coming out, that's when the Royal Rumble just started going to shit.
Dummy. Yeah.
I'm just saying, bro. But anyway, so I'm gonna see you on the next one. Let me know what y'all think down in the comment section below. I'll get back to you too then. Deuces.